Hi, my name is Shannon Ward, and this is my presentation for week 2, My Community in Words and Pictures. So I live in Creedmoor, North Carolina, and this is a map of it. My street name is called Lake Ridge Drive. I live in a 3-bedroom house with 2 baths and a 2-car garage. In my area, there's plenty to do, and I do love living here. This is the EPA EJ screen of my area. If you look where the words are, where it says my address, that's where I live, where the plus is. I'm not very far from Durham, Chapel Hill, Wake Forest, and Raleigh. I'm about a half an hour from Raleigh. So where is Creedmoor? About 30 miles north of Raleigh, North Carolina, and it takes me about 20 minutes to get to the RDU airport, which is Raleigh-Durham International. And my home is located in Granville County, North Carolina, but I am on the line of Wake County, North Carolina as well. This is my house. The town of Creedmoor was founded in 1885, and it was incorporated in 1905. And the picture I got from Creedmoor's website. The founder was Robert Fleming, the mayor is Bobby Wheeler, and the incorporator is Thomas Lyon. And I believe as of 2018, the population was 4,372 people. Durham, which is located very close, maybe 25 minutes from Creedmoor, it's known for its tobacco. And back in the early 1900s, tobacco was actually grown in Creedmoor, so it was a cash crop. The geography is beautiful. It appears to be rural Middle America, and the picture that you see right here is actually Falls Lake, North Carolina, which is about 6 miles from my house. Generally, near the city, Creedmoor is an urban area, but on the outskirts, it's mostly rural. Around my house, there's lots of back roads, farmland, forests, lakes, etc. And you just have to be really careful at night, put on your high beams, make sure you don't hit any deer. Many people live on farms around me. Lots of people like to hike through the mountains. There's a lake, as you see in the picture. Many people like to boat, fish, and water ski on this lake. So a little more about Creedmoor. The median average age is 36.5 years old. The median household income is about $75,000 annually. The poverty rate is 10.5%. There are about 2,340 employees in the town of Creedmoor. The median property value is approximately $150,000. Home ownership rate is about 78%. So only a little over 20% of people rent, and the rest own their homes, which is great. The population, I got the numbers from a local website. 57.5% are white, 28.2% are Black or African American, 7.5% are Hispanic or Latino, and 100% are U.S. citizens. Not sure how accurate that is, but that's the information I found. So the crime rate in Creedmoor, which honestly kind of surprised me because there are 0 reported murders. The rapes are not found. Robberies, there's only 4, and I believe this was for 2018. Assaults 4, violent crime 8, burglary 32, theft 103, vehicle theft 4, property crime 139. So looking at this compared to pretty much anywhere else you can find in the United States that you might want to live is amazing. The fact that there's 0 reported murders, where I come from in Delaware, where I grew up, those numbers would have been skyrocketed. So knowing when I looked this up today, how low these numbers are makes me feel so safe. The economy and community purpose. The largest industries are healthcare, social assistance, educational services, and manufacturing. So the males in Creedmoor, North Carolina, have an average income that is 1.34 times higher than the income of females. And the average annual income in Creedmoor is about $75,000 a year, which is higher than the national average of $66,000. The average male salary is about $60,000, whereas the average female salary is only about $44,000. And here is a chart that I found about the salaries of Creedmoor. Female is red, where male is blue, and you can see that in, it looks like every single group, miscellaneous, retail, elementary and middle school teachers, driver, sales workers, and truck drivers and cashiers. The blue, which is males, is higher. It looks like overall, miscellaneous managers make the most, followed by retail salespersons. Teachers fall right in the middle, whereas cashiers and truck drivers and sales workers are on the lower end. And this was as of 2017, so 2 years ago. Poverty. This is by gender. So the highest demographic living in poverty was males ages 55 to 64. So just like the last one, this is from 2017, males are the navy and females are red. So if you see right in the middle, 25 to 34, males are kind of average, but if you look 55 to 64, females are less than 5%, but males are higher than 15%. So that is definitely the highest age group for living in poverty. And this is poverty by race and ethnicity. So about 60% of those living in poverty are Black and about 38% are white. I did not find anything about Asian, Hispanic, Pacific Islander, or any type of mixed races. And this is as of 2017 as well. So some major employers in Creedmoor, well, I actually focused on Raleigh because Creedmoor is so small, it's got less than 5,000 residents. So I focused on Raleigh. You may know or have heard of Duke University. People go there for school, but it's also a humongous hospital. So Duke University and health system, many people are employed through the state of North Carolina. And then Wake County, which is the county that I live right outside of, their public school system is also a very large employer. What I found is that Wake County, Creedmoor, Raleigh, this area basically just appears to be a system of socialization and a system of mutual support. So education and caring for those in need. Since the public school system, the state, they hire, or one of the biggest employers, they are focused on education. And then Duke University and health system is definitely focused on caring for those in need. So other important institutions, I already spoke of Duke University, North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences and Museum of Art are also very popular. And the picture that you see here is actually from the Museum of Art. So some political views in Creedmoor. The climate is definitely leaning conservative. I believe that I found North Carolina as a whole is also leaning conservative as well. And in the last presidential election, this is for Granville County, which is my county that I currently live in, 47.2% of residents voted Democrat and 49.7% of residents voted Republican. The remaining approximately 3% voted independent. So that was a little bit about where I live. And here is my good community assessment. I truly believe that after all of my research that Creedmoor is a great place to live. My number one thing of a good home and a good community is the crime rate, and finding those answers truly made me feel better. And I do love living in the country. Like I wrote here, it's far enough away from the city life, but close enough in driving distance to get to what you need. The closest grocery store is a Harris Teeter. It's about 15 minutes down the road. There's plenty of fun things to do. I love the outdoors, so the climate's perfect for me. And there is plenty of employment. Although Creedmoor itself is small, Raleigh is right outside of Creedmoor, and it's booming with job opportunity. The Triangle, which is located in Morrisville and Durham, it's also very popular with the tech industries such as Cisco and NetApp. I like the area where I live. It's extremely mixed with political views. It's about 50-50 Republican, Democrat. And it makes me feel really good that I live in a community that is mainly focused on helping others and education, because that is very important. And here are my references.